Hello everybody, welcome back to Daily Dictation 146. I am very sorry. Daily Dictation 145 was very difficult. But some of you did a great job. The answers very soon. The new dictation, Daily Dictation 146, will be a little easier. It's about tourism in Canada. There's a special city in Canada that looks very nice. I have never been there, but thanks to YouTube, we can watch a video and experience the city. That's coming up later. We need to go back to DD 145. Listen one more time.
It was the last straw.
So what are you going to do now? You going to look for something else in real estate?
Nobody's hiring now. The market's terrible.
Ooh, that was difficult. I snapped. It was the last straw. I snapped. It was the last straw. Okay. Now, a couple lessons ago, we learned make it snappy. Make it snappy. Which means do it quickly. Rapido. Depressimo. I'm forgetting everything. Vuestra. I'm forgetting everything. Quickly, hurry, okay? So I snapped doesn't mean quickly. It means I blew up. I became angry. So, I blew up. I became or got, we can say I got angry, okay? I blew up. I became angry. I snapped. And the idea of snap, this is the idea. So this is you. This is your think about your mind. And you're getting stress. The boss, your boss is bothering you. Your teacher is bothering you. Your mother, your father, your sister, your brother is bothering you. And you're trying to control your anger. You're trying. And then you snap. So the word snap actually means the sound of something breaking. And in this case, it's in your mind. I snapped. I blew up. I became angry. It was the last straw. It was the last straw. Do you know this expression? The original expression is the final straw that broke the camel's back. Okay? Now, a straw, we're not talking about the drinking straw. It's actually a piece of grass. Okay? It's like a piece of grass, a long piece of grass that cows, animals eat. Sheep, maybe camels, cows, they eat straw. They eat this grass. So the story is there was a farmer who had a camel and he's putting straw on the camel's back. And he's got a huge pile. And he's thinking, wow, my camel is very strong. How much more straw can I put onto the camel? And he puts one more piece of straw on the camel, and the camel falls and breaks his back. It's a sad story for the camel, but that's the idea. It's you're taking so much stress, but that one more little piece of stress causes you to explode or to break or to become angry. Do you understand? So it's that final trigger, that final burden that causes you to explode. So something happened at George's office. A lot of stress, lots and lots of stress, and then one more piece of stress came and boom, I snapped. That last stress was the last straw, okay? It's a good expression. Do you have this expression in your language? It comes from Charles Dickens, who's a famous storyteller from a long time ago. Jerry, now this is a little bit easier to understand. So, what are you gonna do now? Okay, you quit your job. In this situation, eventually he quit his job. So, what are you gonna do now? You need to find another job. What will you do? You gonna, grammatically, we should say, are you gonna, going to. Are you gonna look for something else in real estate? Real estate. So real estate, that is the industry that George worked in. George worked in real estate. What does that mean? He sold houses and buildings, and he rented apartments. So if you want to buy a house or rent an apartment, you need to go to a real estate agent, and they will help you sign the contract. They will show you houses and show you apartments, and if you like the place, you can sign a contract. That was George's job. Basically, sales, very competitive, very stressful. So are you going to look for something else? We could say, are you going to look for another job, something else, or another job in real estate? Are you going to look for another job in real estate? And George says, nobody's hiring now. Nobody is hiring now. No companies, no real estate companies or real estate agencies are hiring now. Nobody is hiring now. Nobody needs new employees. It's impossible to get a job in real estate. The market is terrible. The market's terrible. The market is terrible. Nobody's selling houses. Nobody's buying houses. People aren't moving. People are staying there. There's no work. The market is terrible. Okay? So that's the situation. George got really angry. He quit his job. Will you find a new job in real estate? No. Nobody is looking for real estate agents. Okay? Now, let's talk about pronunciation. Let me get red here for pronunciation. I snapped. I snapped. I snapped. It was the. Now this T is going to be really weak. It almost sounds like it was. No T sound. Perfect pronunciation. It was. Stop. Glottal stop. It was. But when we say it quickly, it was. There's a small TH, a little bit of a TH. It was the last straw. In this case, the S and the S cancel this T. And it goes like this. It was the last straw. It was the last straw. I snapped. It was the last straw. Say it together. 1, 2, 3. I snapped. It was the last straw. One more time. I snapped. It was the last straw. So, what are you? Quickly. What are you? Now what's interesting, what are you and what do you sound basically the same. So we have to listen for the verb. Gonna Gonna is going, going to. So in this case, are and your ing. What are you going to? But we don't, in America, we don't say going to. You can, it's perfect. Usually we say gonna, gonna, gonna. What are you gonna do? So what are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now? My video camera battery died, but it's okay now. So, what are you gonna do now? You're gonna, many times we get rid of the R, you're gonna look for something. Now, look for, it's gonna be shorter, look for, more like an F-E-R, like her, fur, look for. You're gonna look for something. Oh, something is tough to hear. He actually says something, something. And we write it like this, S-U-M-P-N, something, close the lips, and then just make an N sound, something. It sounds like an M too, something. You're gonna look for something else, you're gonna look for something else, you're gonna look for something else, something else in real estate? You're gonna look for something else in real estate? You're gonna look for something else in real estate? Oh, it's so fast. I know it's really fast. Try it. You're gonna look for something else, for something else, for something else. Else in real estate? Else in real estate? Else in real estate? You're gonna look for something else in real estate? You're gonna look for something else in real estate? It's not easy. Very, very difficult. I talk about this pronunciation in Coach Shane's ESL. There's a lesson about the glottal stop. So you can check that. I think I mentioned this word a couple of times. Next one. Nobody's hiring now. Nobody's hiring now. And in the beginning, he kind of laughs. Nobody's hiring now. Nobody's hiring now. Nobody's hiring now. Nobody's hiring now. The market's terrible. The market's terrible. The market is terrible. The job market is terrible. The market's terrible. Okay? It's not easy. Very difficult. This is, however, how native English speakers speak to each other. So hopefully your goal is to one day hear this. It takes time. Practice speaking. Practice the pronunciation. If you can say it just like a native speaker, you can hear it. And that includes American English, British English, Australian, New Zealand, Irish, wherever. If you can say it the same, you can probably hear it. Okay? Alright, now try it again with the video. I'm going to play the audio 2 more times and do your best. And if you can, click down below and watch the original video. Okay?
It was the last straw.
So what are you gonna do now? You gonna look for something else in real estate?
Nobody's hiring now. The market's terrible. It was the last straw.
So what are you gonna do now? You gonna look for something else in real estate?
Nobody's hiring now. The market's terrible.
Okay, now it's time for DD 146, and it is about tourism in Canada. Canada, right to the north of the USA. We're going to visit a city called Edmonton. Edmonton in Alberta. Edmonton in Alberta, Canada. Alberta is the province, which is like a state, and it's the capital of Alberta. It looks like a very nice city. Edmonton is famous for oil. So they have a hockey team called the Edmonton Oilers. And I think Wayne Gretzky, very famous hockey player, was from Edmonton. So I want you to go down below. The original video is there. Watch it. It looks like a great city. And good luck with the daily dictation. I'll say hello to our new subscribers after you do DD146.
Edmonton's a surprisingly diverse city. Nearly 1 in 5 people here were born in another country. Edmonton's a surprisingly diverse city. Nearly 1 in 5 people here were born in another country. Edmonton's a surprisingly diverse city. Nearly 1 in 5 people here were born in another country. Edmonton's a surprisingly diverse city. Nearly 1 in 5 people here were born in another country.
Okay, now I get to say hello to our new subscribers. I like this part. We have Leo Gabriel Perez F. Leo Gabriel Perez F. I'm guessing maybe you speak Spanish, so I can say, ¿Cómo se dice thank you? Gracias. I know gracias. Gracias. Thank you for joining. Then we have Beeps. B-E-B-Y-P-I-P-S. Beeps. Thank you for joining Daily Dictation. Brian Limones. Brian Limones. Brian, thank you for joining. Hyen Chuket. Hyen Chuket. Hyen Chuket. Thank you for joining Daily Dictation. Helga Pataki 15. Helga Pataki 15. Welcome to my channel, Helga. It's my pleasure to join you. To have you. Arina 15. A-R-Y-N-A 15. Arina 15. Arina 15. Thank you. Stylo music. Is it stylo music or stylo music? What kind of music is stylo music? What is your style of music? Stylo music. Welcome to the Daily Dictation. Nancy Miafai. Is it Miafai? Miafai? Nancy, welcome to my channel. Dream Waiting. 12/16. Is your birthday December 16th? What dream is waiting for you on your birthday? Actually, 6 days after your birthday, well, my birthday is December 22nd, we have a very similar birthday. All right. Dream waiting. Thanks for joining. 80 Piglet. Ayo! 80 Piglet. Piglet from Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh's friend was Piglet. There was also Eeyore, and Tigger the Tiger. Then we have Colloquios. C-O-L-O-Q-U-I-O-S. Colloquios. Colloquios. Sounds Latin. Thank you very much for joining. We've got a couple more people. Colloquios after colloquios. There we go. Trusiczna 007. I remember you from Coachshane ESL. This young lady is from Poland. Thank you very much for joining Daily Dictation. Trucizna 007. Then we have Leonardo Tre. Leonardo Tre. When I hear Leonardo, I think of Leonardo da Vinci. Amazing, brilliant man. Then there is Victoria Boad. B-A-U-D-E. Boade or Boad? Victoria. I have confidence with Victoria. Victoria, thank you for joining. Then we have Harajitsu. 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 Thanks. Welcome. Velmi dobry. Velmi dobry. Velmi dobry. Sounds Russian to me. Velmi dobry. Velmi dobry. If you are Russian, spasiba. If you are Ukrainian, spasibo. Am I correct? I hope so. Then we have 83 Rabioso. 83 Rabioso. I like these names. These are cool names. Rabioso. 83. Maher. 987. Maher. Maher? Is it Maher? M-A-H-E-R. Maher welcome to Daily Dictation. Nefy, Nephi 1710. 1710. Ah, maybe October 17th is your birthday? I don't know, I'm guessing. And we have Amine Islam Tunisia. Ah, Amine Islam Tunisia. I guess you are from Tunisia. I guess you are a Muslim. So I will say shukran. I assume you speak Arabic. Thank you very much for joining my channel. And I think there's one more. No, there's nobody else. That's okay. Thank you very much for joining Daily Dictation, everybody. Follow me on Twitter. Boop. There you go. Twitter, Coach Shane. Easy to follow me. Get a picture, get an audio. I just remembered, I did not make an audio for the last Daily Dictation. I must do that now, and for this one. Good luck on DD 146. I'll give you the answers, not tomorrow, but probably the next day. So in about 48 hours, I'll have the new Daily Dictation. Okay? Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great day, morning, afternoon, evening, night. I hope your weather is good for you, lovely for you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.